Here we go. Good evening, everyone. It is the Midnight Streamer. Ooh, that's bright. Back at you with a new video live. I got back from the Red Bull BC1 qualifier, Cape Town today. Oh, what is that on my face? Am I looking fresh? Please let me know. I'm in the comments. And I've got a recap for you. I went to an event today, and it was the Red Bull BC1 qualifier for Cape Town, Western Cape, South Africa. It is the year 2022, and I'm going to tell you what happened. It was a very interesting day, and I really like the new format that they're doing. It's a bit of a BC1 cipher camp as well as battles. So we learn and grow as well as compete. Ooh, let's get in focus now. Nice and sharp. Much better, much better. So the day started off with a very interesting conversation with three first generation breakers from Cape Town. The names escape me. I'm going to have to find a pamphlet somewhere. But they shared some very incredible stories about what it was like, experiencing breaking in the days of apartheid. And I'll do my best to summarize it, but it really doesn't do it justice, the stories that they told us. And they were influenced by first seeing the movie Wild Style, where the New York City Breakers battled the Rocksteady crew. And they realized, this is something that I want to do. What those breakers are doing is what I want to be a part of. And that same culture, that thinking, that epistemic community of dancers transferred all the way from there to Cape Town, South Africa. And they would battle in their communities and go to other communities, Bountyville. They'll go to clubs like Teasers, the Base, and they'll put on a show to actually get, so they'll do busking, show to actually get money to go into the club, buy drinks, and get home. And it was a real hustle life. Very, very interesting. They were part of a crew called the Supreme Rockers. And to know so much about the American history really made me need to know more about the South African, the home history of this dance. So it was very enriching to have had that conversation, hear their proudest moments about the dance, hear their favorite moves, see how they'd witnessed the evolution of it grow, and how people have also changed. Back in the day, people weren't sharing and giving information like this. Your moves were your secrets, and it was a trade secret, and you didn't share VHS tapes or anything. But to now be able to access this live at a Red Bull BC1 cipher is a beautiful, amazing thing. And I really hope dance can grow and enrich our communities. And to add even more to that experience, we received not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 workshops from the BC1 dancers. And to kick it off, we got a very nice workshop from Vouks on toprock variations. And we formed a cipher, and we were all getting down to James Brown. And I don't know what it is about Cape Townians, but I really feel deep in my heart that many Cape Townians are natural dancers. No class, no experience. They just get straight to it, and they feel the music and groove and go and get it. And it's such a beautiful thing. From then, we had a workshop with Bboy Meaty, who covered the structure of musicality, of how they are in 2 bars. They are 4 counts of 8, and how on each 1 count, as it comes back, something happens in a song. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. And how you need to structure your throwdowns in line with the music. The music is key, and not to get lost within your throwdown, but to have that rhythm and understanding within a song of your 2 bars and your counts of 8, and how you top rock, how you throw down, where you go in a song. And it's an epiphany moment in your dance, which some people may train for years and never come across it, but to actually have to be told, look here, look for this particular detail here. And that was such an important moment. I was like, that needs to be the topic for today's video. How often in your introspective life journey, sometimes a crucial amount of information is needed, or a crucial step is to find very specific information to what you're doing and expertise in what you're trying to learn, and not to have to take the same 10-year journey that someone else took, but find someone who's already taken that 10-year journey to now make your journey take a lot less time. And that piece of information with Bboy Meaty it really explained a lot about how he has structured his breaking so well, and how he can even take apart big moves with small, consistent on-beat moves. And that is something really amazing there. Clicked. Next, Bboy Curse, who has got an incredible mind for breaking and understanding concepts, showed us how to do a continuous flow versus a stop and go, and how both are really important to control, stop, breathe, and plan the next step. So that was actually really insightful. And I've attended a couple of his workshops in the past, and I've even put some of them on this channel. So if you have a look for them, you should see them. Some incredible exercises for flares, and just all round. He's got a very deep insight to breaking that I really wish I could share with more South African b-boys, of how to perform at a higher level than what you'd imagine. Let alone the other details in his breaking, the dress code, just the form in his footwork, the finesse, and just the fitness, and just the agility he's able to get. There's a lot you can learn from watching his breaking. And next, we had Bboy Benny. And for the longest time, I've wanted to learn from him. He is an elite of South African and African and world breaking. He was the first competitor from South Africa to actually go to the Red Bull BC1 back in the day, in the year 2004, I believe he was there. Or was it 2005? No, he was there in 2005. Or I think he was there both years. Really incredible just ability and agility and ability, elbow spins and so many other concepts. But I'd never gotten the chance to really get some proper time to understand how he's able to do what he does. And this workshop today, where he really explained how to get execution and how he gets these big explosive presentation, was also really good. It'll be a bit difficult to explain in words, but he showed us how we can use one move, and how we must have standards for control, and the type of push-up we must do, kind of like tiger push-ups, where you roll in, elbow, back up, elbow, back up. He said that was really important. And I like how he didn't give us too much that we couldn't handle, but he gave us just a taste, a stepping stone for a mentality we should have. He actually gave us 2 moves. One was a air flare to almost like a knee slide, if I could describe it like that. The other was a dive into a handstand to an almost cartwheel-like exit, and he did it just so well. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, he doesn't go for small blow ups. He goes for bigger blow ups, and he makes sure that he can execute them at a very presentable level. So that was very insightful to the how Benny puts concepts together. And from there, now Bboy Toufeeq. Now I've wanted to attend a Toufeeq workshop for the longest time, but sometimes we have an almost friction in the scene. If I could call it that. But I think now the Red Bull sort of BC1 has helped us communicate better and listen to each other and really take time to learn and say, hey, I think your breaking is quite strong. I'd love to learn. Um, how do you do it? And his insight into how to airflare, and he said something really interesting that he learned from B-Boy Angelo, who's an old school Cape Townian powerhead. And one thing he said that the hop in an airflare is a waiting game. Often, or the main thing that he saw that we were doing was he said we were trying to jump too soon. But it's very important to have that almost pike freeze and wait and just let it catch at the right time. And he's got a massive affinity for these sort of moves. His shoulders are very flexible. He's got his weight to power ratio is pretty wild. I believe DJ Renegade called him the boy wonder. And at times I almost had to ask, please, can we slow it down? Can we break it down into baby steps? Because like he was taking big leaps and we were trying to catch up. Bgirl Kesha was also there, and she, in no way am I exaggerating, is an absolute Bgirl prodigy. She is hitting flares. She's hitting an air pretty much. Very nice flow down, very nice throwdowns, very nice concepts. And I think she's only 15. And I feel the scene needs to put massive investment into her. And I'm doing it. I've actually got a gift for her, a surprise gift that I'm going to give now. And shout out to her mother as well, who brings her to the jams and is there supporting, and how her mother is like a rock, letting her get into this platform of dance. And I think, as they say, it takes a village to raise a child. I think Akesha is going to be one of the shining stars or gems of the South African scene. And you heard it here. Okay, no, I'm not going to be that guy. But I think the Midnight Streamer will leave this as tonight's video. The introspective message is how crucial information from those around you or ahead of you will propel you so much further, and how solitude can sometimes kill your ability, if I can call it that. I know the cool thing now is to be in monk mode, grind mode, keep away from everyone, I'm on my hustle. But it's the people around you who can help you and grow you. And sometimes they may be toxic, but it's about being so firmly aware in your principles and setting your own boundaries that you may be able to get the good and filter out the bad and find your own way. And it's a beautiful, fulfilling thing. Human beings are social creatures, and we were sometimes made to grow in tribes. And one of the OGs did say that how we need something consistent and a community and a place for conversation, for growth, for thinking within the scene. And how breaking added a lot to my life. And it gave me a way to interact with people, even though I was sometimes dysfunctional in my own way. Probably still am. But yeah, let me know how you feel about it. Do you dance? What is your hideaway? What is your quantum of solace that that art form you go to learn, grow, and think? I'd love to know. And it has been a pleasure having you here. If you've made it to the end of this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, and let's interact and let's grow more. This has been Mr. Lowkey signing out.